Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my class. And in today's class, I'll be discussing about one of the most important and interesting topic. Okay, that is letter writing. Okay, so you people are familiar with the term letter writing, and you people have been doing also. So once again, let us see the types of letter writing, and let's get started. So writings are of two types. One is formal and another one is informal styles. Now formal style is appropriate. It is the styles which is applicable in a composition. Next is a report and a letter to somebody you do not know personally. For example, say if you are writing an official letters which you people don't know him or her personally, when you are mentioning to any officials, or a story. So these are the styles which is applicable in these categories. And in case of informal style, a letter to your friend or an article for a school magazine or direct speech in a story. So whenever you are writing a speech or whenever you are writing a story in a direct speech, you can use this term, that is the style in informal writing. Okay, so next, some examples and some of the ways that you people can write in case of informal writings. These are the things. First one is contractions like using some of the language, like there is something else I have got to tell you. So like didn't, shouldn't, these type of contractions. This is you can use this type of words in informal writing, but in case of formal writing this is not applicable. Okay, now informal set phrases like thank you for your letter, so this is also you can add inside the informal writing. And informal greetings in letters like dear Sam, my dear friend, something like that. And incomplete sentences are also allowed or applicable, like great news about your brother, so the sentence here is incomplete. Okay, so even you can go with phrasal verbs like go on instead of continue. Okay, so go on here is the phrasal verb, so instead of continue you can write these kind of phrasal verbs also in case of informal writing. Now informal connection words like well, I think that's all I wanted to say. So this is the sentence which you are seeing here. This is a type of an informal connection. Alright, connecting words. Well, yes, yeah, sure, something like that. Okay, so these all are this is applicable in case of your informal writing. Now coming back to formal writing examples, you have to be very careful with these points, that there should be no any contractions, like you are not allowed to use those contractional words like don't, didn't. All right, for example, I do not, here see, I do not think there is an excuse for the treatment I received. So here they are using the term I do not. Okay, so this is very important. And formal set phrases are allowed, but it should be in a formal way. Formal, like see, I look forward to hearing from you. All right, so formal greetings, dear sir, madam, dear Mr. Mrs., this has to be there. And the next point is a sentence. Whenever you write a sentence, it has to be in a complete thought. For example, we should consider redoing the shop window display, so it should give a complete meaning. Okay, this is very important in case of formal letter writing. And we always use the passive form. Okay, we are not using any active voice in case of formal letter writing. The local sports center were open in the last 10 years, so this is the use of passive. And formal connecting words, formal, like in informal connecting words we were using well, all right, something like that. But these type of words or the connecting words are not applicable in case of formal writing. Here the example is in addition to this. Now see, this is a formal connecting words. Okay, many people feel that the police are underfunded. So this is how we use in case of formal letter. These are the things which is very mandatory or important to remember before writing a formal letter. Now some of the useful phrase reference for informal. Okay, how to start. So first, greeting, dear, suppose Hari, dear Ram, something like that, the first name, and asking about them. Hi, how are things, how it's going, how are you, all right, WhatsApp. These all are things, these can be applicable. Reference to the news, so great news about, glad to hear that you have scored this much, this thing. Okay, suppose you are giving some news, listen, did I tell you this one? So it's an informal kind of, a typical type of language you can use. Okay, when you give some news or information, suppose you want to give some suggestions, why don't you, all right, maybe you could. So these are the things you can write. Okay, you can refer to your book also in page number 168. Okay, next one, closing expression, well, got to go now, see you soon. These all are applicable in case of informal language. So signing off, love, lots of love, your true friend or your loving, something like that, and name, your first name. So this is the reference you can use while writing informal letter. Now in case of phrases, useful phrases for formal letter writing. First, the greetings. Greeting, you have to start with dear sir, madam, okay, dear Mr. If you know the name of a particular person, you can still write, but you have to mention dear Mr. Okay, it should be in a formal manner. Now, reason for writing. Suppose you are writing, what is the reason? So I am writing to, all right, I am writing with regards to this issues and all. Okay, so suppose you are asking a question, so I would be grateful if you could answer me to this question, something like that. Okay, in a formal way, and referring to their letters as you started in your letter, regarding, concerning. Okay, so closing expression, suppose you want to close the letter, then I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, so this should be the language, or this should be the expression that you are going to use. Now signing off, suppose if dear plus name, you're sincerely, yours faithfully, these all are the the ending signing off lines which you have to keep it in your mind. And last, that is after that, you have to write your name or surname. Okay, now useful phrase reference for letter of application. Suppose you are writing an application. Okay, so what should be the format, or what are the elements that you can include? The first is greeting, so name unknown, that is dear sir, madam, that is very important. And reason for writing, so I am writing to apply for the post. Okay, suppose we are applying for the post or any vacancy, all right, I am writing to apply for the post, or I am writing this letter, all right. Or suppose you are writing for any complaint, or you can write, I write this letter with great concern and worry. Okay, so these all are the things that you have to keep it in your mind. So your experience CV, suppose here if you are applying for any post or any vacancy. Okay, so closing, I look forward to hearing from you, please do not hesitate to contact me. So signing off, you're sincerely or you're faithfully. So this will be the letter of application. Suppose you want to apply for some post. Okay, now example here of informal letter. Please watch carefully. Dear Rudik, thank you for your letter. Cambridge sounds great. I'm really glad you are having a good time. We all miss you here. Yeah, buying a computer sounds a very good idea. It's a much better idea getting a laptop, and it's so easy to carry around. So as you can see here, the language that they have used is something an informal language. So also, if you are going to be using it for essays, you'll definitely need a word processor and printer. You'll have to pay extra for them anyways. That's what thing. Let me know which one of you decide to get. Happy shopping, go take care, work hard but not too hard, and see you soon. Bye. So this is the how we can write an informal letter. Okay, so for your reference you can go to your book, page number 170, 169. There you can see the format of informal letter also. Now this is also another format of informal letter writing. Okay, now a formal letter writing. See, this is how we write a formal letter writing. First it should be the address, okay, the sender address, and you have to mention to the particular officials to whom you are writing. Subject has to be there. Okay, so here see, letter to municipal corporation to complain about inadequate water supply. So complain about the inadequate water supply, so you have to be very specific, and you have to be very polite while using some certain languages. So, sir, I am a resident of DN Colony, Simla. I wish to draw your kind attention to the inadequate water supply in our area. The water supply to our colony is highly irregular. There are no fixed hours for the supply of water. Sometimes the water is not supplied in the morning. The employees have to go to the office and students to school and colleges without taking bath. So this is the problem. So what exactly is the problem you have to highlight? Okay, and but the language which you are observing here, okay, is very much formal. The expressions they have used is much formal. So the water supply to our colony is often very meager, and the pressure of water is so low that it doesn't reach even the first floor. So the residents of this colony are facing a lot of difficulty due to improper supply of water. You are requested to look into this matter and take steps to improve water supply to our colony. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Ravindra. So this is how we should write a formal letter. All right. So for your reference, you can go to your book, that is your page number 168. Okay, and so this one will be your home assignment. That is, you just have to note down these things. So what is a formal and informal letter writing? Write a letter to your friend telling her about the summer camp you attended during your vacation. So this is your informal letter. And the next one is write a letter to the municipal chairman of your town about the irregular supply of drinking water. So please do this one. All right, and try to do it by your own self. All right, and use those tips that I have already given you in the beginning, and kindly submit this on time. Okay, so in the next class we will be dealing with more writing chapters. All right, till then, you people study well and stay safe.